or Miller. Joe, don't call me Joe Miller. There you go. Oh, Team Solo Mid, 2-0 up in this grand final. Before we go and delve into the analysis, Crumbs the Prophet has returned, saying that WE would either win in 50 or TSM would win in 30. TSM won in 29 minutes, 59 seconds. The Prophet, fantastic. Let's delve actually straight into a replay for this one because I think it tells the tale of the game, if we can get that up on the screen. If in the last game TSM early made some wrong decisions in terms of team fighting and where to go, this was a very good one.
So it seems like Santorin is caught. They have follow-up on Leona, but the TP comes in a bit too late. Rumble was already on the side. Lissandra was zoning Diana off and they just engage. Bjergsen goes in, they kill Leona. They focus onto Maokai while Rumble is coming from the back. He just gets chunked. Then they try to re-engage onto Maokai, just try to get out. It didn't work. Lissandra ult down and just take the fight from there.
Yeah, and Rated, you were discussing a whole lot about how intelligent TSM's pick and ban strategy was with that early Janna, almost predicting World Elite to go for that all-in engage. What was it that stood out in your mind?
So basically, I saw that Annie had a huge impact, and I felt like in a best of 5, you always want to adapt into the first game if you feel like you lost it. Therefore, it was in a pick and ban situation very, very optimal for TSM to pick Janna at that point, just because they felt like they were gonna get an all-in comp against them, and they just wanted to take that away from them, just in case they have a really good engage. They had 2 backup picks, Lissandra and Rumble, which also were really good against engage, and they just baited that comp basically of World Elite since they were playing very one-dimensional on this.
I think something that's critical about World Elite's play is the fact that they've consistently ran 2 threat compositions, particularly with the Jarvan. You don't really bring a lot of damage in the jungle, and TSM is picking team compositions that have at least 1 hard lockdown, either a Vi, the Lissandra, and in the other game, the Vi and the Annie. So when you lock down one of these carries, even though Aluka was snowballed in the top lane, he didn't really take the tower, and without any damage, you don't bring all that much to the team comp. You have to scale and let the AD carry and your AD carry and your mid lane really bring all the damage. So unless Aluka starts picking a higher damage champion or Spirit picks another higher damage champion with the champion pool that TSM is presenting, they just can't deal with the TSM lineup.
Yeah, something else to note, TSM have won a lot of their games by having those very fast, decisive engages onto a single champion. When they beat CJ Entus yesterday and Shy was playing Mundo, the moment he revealed himself, there would be Annie stuns from Last Boy and then they would just focus him down, have that numbers advantage. They were much more decisive in this game. Those team fights that we showed the replay of showed it. But the one thing that is continuing true, TSM are super, super cautious at closing the game out. It hasn't hurt them, and it's not going to at the moment, the way they're playing, but it is something that they could focus on to drive home their wins even harder.
And I think the bot lane didn't go into their favor. The Leona pick just didn't work out. They hovered over Nami. I would have really liked to see a Nami there. I just feel like their whole engage comp kind of broke apart. They made a comeback with a double TP on bot lane, but it just didn't work out the way they wanted to. The Caitlyn was just too much of a non-factor in a non-dominant lane with the Leona versus Sivir Janna.
Yeah, not enough there to make it happen for WE, and it's Team Solo Mid that is up 2-0 in this grand final. Can they take the cup home? We'll be back right after this and find out.